What's up guys, today we're going to be making the logo for the God of War game. This has been one of the best games for the last decade and it's got non-stop action. It's definitely my favorite game and I have to say I'm super excited to be making this logo, so let's go. First things first, let's get the font used in the logo and you'll find it over here. Next we are going to be finding some texture. The silver stone texture should do. So let's begin. Just open Illustrator on a 1080 by 1080 pixel artboard. Then type in the word God of War. Once you have downloaded the font, you will be extracting the font. You'll find it in your downloads. You'll be extracting the font and double clicking on it. And you should be able to access the font once you double clicked it and once it asks you to install. Next we're just gonna say create outlines, and there we go. There's the God of War font itself. This is actually the old God of War font. There's just been some minor changes made to it, so let's make it like the newer one. We just take those blocks away. And then with regards to the sharp edges here, we are going to be putting on some blocks. Let's just get this logo as well in there. This is the actual logo. Say trace images. Make sure you choose silhouette. Sorry, I mean sketch. Let's take away the sides, the wording, because we just actually want that actual logo itself, because that is something that we cannot make, so unfortunately we have to use that one. Then we're just going to change the color and make it red. Oh, if that happens, just double click on the color again and make it red again, then it should work. And we're going to be making the alpha a bit smaller. And let's just place that there. Make it smaller, and there we go. Okay. And you can scale stuff according to the size that you want by holding shift and using the left click. Hold it in and then drag. So we're gonna sort out these sharp edges. Just click on the direct selection tool, which is the white mouse arrow, which is the white arrow, sorry, and make it smaller, so we can actually take the rectangular tool and then click and drag and make it in the shape that we would like, just according to the new logo. Cool. Click and move. So I'm not going to bore you guys with all of these details on how we put the square on each and every one. So yes, here's the finished product. Let's just move that a bit. After all that is done, what you're going to want to do is compare it to the actual logo. Let's see, looks more or less the same. Obviously the actual logo's got a few more patterns, so that's why I say we won't be able to get it exactly like the actual logo, but something quite similar. Make sure you save the logo alone as a PDF, and once that's done, open up Photoshop. Open up the PDF in Photoshop, right click, open with Photoshop. Cool. Don't worry about these settings, just make sure you make it 16-bit. And everything else should be okay. You don't have to make this change, but I just like changing it to what I like. Okay, there we go. Once that's done, open it on Photoshop. Just make a new layer. Make sure that you take the paint bucket, make sure that your foreground color is white, and then just left clicks to make it white. Move the layer below the logo. That's the background. Cool. Then let's just change that. And you will be using the magic wand tool right now to select the actual wording. Let's not select the actual emblem, but the wording itself, so that we can make a selection there. Cool. What you're going to do is click on save selection, so that you always have that selection, and name it whatever you want. I'm going to call this cow. And we'll make another layer. Make the foreground color black. Take the paint bucket and make it black as well. Now load your selection. Is cow. Press OK. Then the selection should be there. Make sure you on the black layer, the layer that we colored black, and the selection is showing. And then what you're going to do is you're going to be clicking on the mask icon. There we go. And that will happen. You will see that it outlined the selection. In the second part, you're going to click on the second part, right click, and apply layer mask. Okay. Apply layer mask, yes. That's what will happen. Cool. Then what you do is you make sure you're on the second part of the layer, which is that where the wording is in black. Then click on pixelate and crystallize. Let's make this like a 4 or 5. Say okay. Cool. You're gonna see what the crystallize is doing now. Once that's done, you're just gonna move your texture. I got my texture already in there, and say clip mask. Then it's gonna be, make sure you move the texture image that you have over the actual wording that you want. Then you make a copy of the actual crystallized text and put it above. Let's just call this one face. Make a copy of, then the copy you're going to call destroy, because okay. Then we go to pixelate and crystallize again. Make it a bit more this time. Let's make it like 21 or maybe 17. And then what we're gonna do is click on the destroy. Click on the first part of the destroy layer. And then you're going to click on blending options at the bottom, as you can see there. Say reset. Make sure you click outer. Let's make that 70. Maybe less. Sometimes over here you have to use your own discretion about what looks good to you. So, but one thing that's going to definitely change is the section here. You're gonna choose color burn and color dodge as well. Then let's just play around here with the numbers till it looks good to you. Okay, then we're gonna just look at the options there. Okay, then you're going to the blending options and you're gonna make the full opacity to 0 so that the effects can shine through. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a copy of the face layer and we're going to change it to, and we're going to say delete the layer, where you right click there, and then you're going to change it to edge. Okay. Then what we are going to do is take that edge thing, the edge layer, let's just transform it a bit so it can give it the illusion that it's 3D. Just stretch it a bit. Well, you do that by holding shift and pulling on the nodes on the dots there. Just have a look, everything's okay, make it a bit closer, there we go. And then we're okay with it. Awesome. Everything's okay. Cool. Okay, once that is done, go open your layers panel, copy the texture image and put it right under it so that you can clip mask it onto the edge layer. See, then it gives it that effect that it's a stony 3D image, 3D text, sorry. Let's go to blending options, bevel and extrude. Then what we'll do is, let's make the depth 300. And then make the size, but this at this section you have to use your own discretion, again as I said, because it's whatever really looks right to you. Like the specs that I have here might not be the right specs, but one thing that will never change is maybe the depth and the color burn and the color dodge sections as well. The units might change, but those will never change. You always need those. And this contour, you have to choose the curvy one. And then click OK. Let's just make this a little bit smaller, a bit lower. I like it like there. Awesome. Let's make this a bit more or less. Say OK. And then let's do the actual, let's just show that other layer and then deselect. We select the whole layer and then deselect the wording so that we can just have the emblem. And then just click on the white and gray section and then click on solid color. Then it's gonna make a shape. Then what we do is we just rasterize it so that we are able to edit it by clicking on blending options, and then again we'll be going to the bevel section, bevel and extrude section. Let's reset all the specs and let's just see how it looks according to the things. Most of these will be again whatever suits you, but one thing that's going to definitely change is the texture, and the texture we're going to choose this purple section here. Just close that, the purple section here, and then you make the scale a bit higher, so that you can see the texture a bit more, and you make it lower if you want to not see the texture as much, if you want to be like having its own type of pattern, but it gives it some feel to the emblem. Click OK. Before we click OK, let's do this. Okay. Click OK now. Okay. And then what we'll do is we're gonna save it as a JPEG. Saving it as a JPEG because if we take away the white background, it's not gonna be the same. So we need to keep that white background. Then we'll take the white background out in a bit. Okay. Yes, high quality. Here we go. Click on the image that you want to put the logo onto. Open with Photoshop. And there's the image. Nice. And there's the logo itself. Let's take that's how the actual one looks. Then we'll just take this PNG one, open with Photoshop, just to remove the selection, the white space. And then once you have that done, this is how it should look with a transparent background. And all you have to do from there on is move the logo, click and drag, put it on the picture you want, downscale it, shift and left click to downscale it, drag it, and there you go. Logo is done. If you guys like this video, please guys, don't be shy to leave a like and subscribe. If you guys are looking for any corporate branding such as logos, business cards, and more, please contact us on our website www.astrodesigns.co.za. If you would like to check out some of our work, don't be afraid to visit our Instagram page or our Facebook page.